2 YouTube video weblogs in one day. I'm on a roll. I made a little list, several lists, and I squeezed them all onto one paper, and you'll understand why I could squeeze them onto one paper when I get going here. Some evangelical Christians get very bent out of shape about the devil's origins, you know, when they're talking about what the Latter-day Saints believe. Here is a list of all of the verses in the Bible that contradict the Latter-day Saint understanding of the devil's origins. The Bible doesn't say much about the devil's origins, so those people are getting bent out of shape about nothing. I shouldn't get so bent out of shape about it. Alrighty, one accusation against us is that we're making stuff up. They added to the Bible. God said never ever add to anything again. Some of those people that say that are writing books. They're adding to it if they're writing a book. But here are all of the verses in the Bible where God said that He could never and would never have anything to say again. There we go. There's the complete list. There are verses in the Bible where God warns us about making up stuff about Him or altering what He has given us. Nothing where He limits Himself. One of the antagonists of Mormonism's accusations is some of the things in the Book of Mormon didn't exist at that time. 600 BC, there were no compasses. And they couldn't make a boat that would make it all the way across the ocean. Well, here's a list of all the technology that God could not come up with. The God who made this world and put the planets in their orbits and got the sun fired up. You know, at least that's the way I think a theist is supposed to see things. Who believes in an all-powerful God, the God can make things that people don't know how to make. Unless evangelicals are saying that God is limited in His powers and He's not all-powerful, then it makes sense for them to say there were no compasses in 600 BC. Yeah, and sometimes anti-Mormons quote things that were Mormon speculation, but not the official doctrine of the church. Verse 128 of the Doctrine and Covenants says, in the future time, it's talking about the beginning of the millennium or the end of the millennium and final judgment, then we will know if there be one God or many gods. There's some Mormons, and maybe even high-ranking Mormons, that have done some speculation, but not an official binding doctrine, declaration, revelation. As apostles of the Mormon Church are allowed to run their mouths sometimes, have their own opinions, and have their guesses about things. But here are all of the scriptures which say if there are true gods for other planets and other worlds and other galaxies. I am a monotheist. I only worship my Father in heaven. And I sing songs praising His Son, but they are one. They're one team, so I'm not stepping on Father in heaven's toes or disrespecting Him when I sing a song praising Jesus Christ. Yeah, one thing some evangelical Christians don't understand that the Bible does, they're not getting it from the Bible, is there's no need for ordination. Now, here are all the verses in the Bible that say there is no need for ordination. It's important to take the Bible in context. The letters, the epistles, and the New Testament, those are written to people who already had been baptized and ordained. They were written to members of the church. So you're not going to write a letter to somebody who's already been baptized saying, get yourself baptized. You're not going to write a letter to somebody who's already ordained to say, get yourself ordained. And if you write a letter to somebody like that and you say, you are a holy priesthood, guess what? It's because they got ordained before you wrote the letter. And let's finish this list off today. Maybe I'll come up with more ideas and have this a part 2 for this this concept. Some evangelical Christians and Protestant Christians, which other branches should I call them? Maybe some of them should be called the Pentecostal Christians. They will say, you know, oh, Mormons aren't Christians, and I don't mind if they say they're not my kind of Christian, they're not traditional Christian. Yeah, that's fine. You know, throw those qualifiers in there. Yeah, I'm 110% behind that. Yeah, I am not a traditional Christian. I'm not a Baptist Christian. I am a Christian. But I did some digging and I found a place in the Bible where it says, these are the basic beliefs you must believe to call yourself a Christian. Alrighty, here it comes. Yeah, that's where it says it. In blank chapter, blank verse, blank book. It doesn't say it. Nowhere in the Bible is there a list. Thou must believe this to call thyself a Christian. And I'm willing to call people Christians, as long as they believe in a very short list of things, although sometimes I think to myself, maybe they shouldn't call themselves a Christian if they get mad at the thought of Jesus Christ visiting people in the world other than where he spent those 33 years living. Or getting mad that Jesus Christ's name was known and great details were revealed about his crucifixion before it happened. But I'll still call them a Christian, even those people who get bent out of shape about that. Thank you. Have a good day.